Hello everybody, I'm Sloan Glass, digital correspondent with QVC, here with Jessica and Lindy from Urban Decay. Our good friends are bringing us new brow products. Anything more exciting than that, right? And we even have an exclusive that is exclusive with QVC until the 15th. You can only get it here. I'm so excited about the product. I'm going to put it on my bare brows myself. It is a dual-ended product. It is new to the brand. It's new to the Q. And you can only get it from us for the time being. Very exciting.
We're excited to be here and debut something so huge and necessary.
Right?
You know?
Okay, because those little feather strokes, this is how you get that. The dual-ended?
Yes.
Right?
So this is the brow blade, which is kind of our take on microblading, which looks amazing, but it's permanent, it's expensive, and it's painful from what I hear.
I don't want a tattoo on my face.
Yeah.
And it's totally fine if you want that. And
Yeah.
sometimes I like to experiment, and sometimes I look at my brows, I'm like, oh, that's not the look I want today, or
Right.
I want them bigger, or I want them smaller.
Yeah.
But I like
Exactly,
those little
you wanna mix it up.
strokes.
I know, it's
Yeah.
so cool. So that's what you're gonna get on one side is our ink. And I know you're gonna apply it too, but it's this really, really nice micro fine brush tip. And you can actually draw on faux brow hairs. Brow hair that you may not have, or if you do have some brow hairs and you wanna really make them fuller and have beautiful, gorgeous brows like you, Sloan, you can just go for it and add more little hairs.
Yes.
But definitely this tool here is good for those who need more definition, who might have sparse brows.
I'm going to show off every color on the back of my hand.
Yes.
So I just put a little bit of the Brown Betty, which is what I'll be using on myself. And I think, are you holding the taupe one?
I got taupe.
Okay, so I'll show you guys taupe, and this is a perfect shade for blondes. This is the shade that I will be purchasing, and I'll use Brown Betty today just so you guys can see it show up nice and bright on my skin, since we are far away and coming through a screen. But for my blondes, for my lighter haired girls, I would choose taupe, and then brown is our brown shade. That's really good and kind of universal, right?
Absolutely. Sometimes people want to have a darker brow, especially if
Right.
you're blonde or whichever.
I love that look too.
Yeah.
And then is this our,
Ginger snap. So that's for any redheads, strawberry blonde,
Perfect.
dark auburn.
and that's so hard to find. I always hear, I'm doing this upside down, but I think I did a pretty
Nice
good
job.
job. I'm really just trying to show you guys the color right here, so you guys can see it. So I'll actually make it a bit thicker. Look how pretty that shade is, because that's red without being like a intimidating red.
It's
Exactly.
a very easy to wear red.
Yes. And then our darkest shade
Yes,
here.
that is our dark shade. This is great for black hair, really dark,
Beautiful.
brown.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
And it looks so natural on the skin too. And this is a waterproof collection.
It
and
sure
the
is.
other end of it, I just showed you guys off the nice pen, but we also have the pencil, so it's dual-ended. You're getting so much dimension with your brows. You can create those nice little hairs, and then also fill them in a bit more with the pencil end.
Exactly. That's where you get that shading effect too that would come with
Oh,
microblading.
nice.
Yeah.
I love that. I'm always like, how do these professional artists get that, right? And now it's just one tool. Thank you. Okay, so I'm going to go in with the Brunette Betty.
Yes, go for it. You can start whichever way you want.
My instinct was to shake it. Was that correct?
You don't need to.
You don't have
I
to.
don't
It
know
flows
why I
right
did
through.
that. Okay.
Yeah.
I guess because it was a
Anything that's
pen,
liquid.
right? Anything that's liquid,
Yeah.
I was like, just should I shake it? Okay, and the reason why I love to fill in my brows with a pen is because since they are thick, I just like to create a couple little hairs where I need them rather than add too much bulk. I'm not positive if that's correct. That just what feels really right for me. I would
Yes.
love to hear what you guys do at home to make your brows look best, because we have a ton of other options from Urban Decay for you guys. We have every type of brow product for you.
We do. But like you were saying too, if you happen to have like a scar in your eyebrow or a little tiny bald spot, this is great to kind of just mimic those brow hairs that are missing, and that won't grow back.
Isn't that great? Like, I'm literally just
Yeah.
drawing.
I think you're
And
a
it
really
just
great
makes it look
candidate
even
for this
a little bit fuller.
particular product. Yeah, right in there in the front of the brow, you're missing
Yeah.
some little hairs. It's a little sparse, so you really can add those little intricate hairs.
Right.
Yeah.
And then up top here, I don't necessarily want to go in there with a pencil, but if I just go and create the tiniest strokes, and not necessarily totally next to each other,
Nope.
but just in areas where I would want a
Are you
little
finding
bit
it
more hair.
Easy to use too.
I haven't
it's
even
just like
blended.
barely a touch to you,
Right.
like touching your
I
skin.
haven't
and-
had to go through with a brush. Nothing.
Yeah.
It's insane. This is
so
my first time
great.
using the product, you guys. You can't tell from my excitement.
Well, our tagline too for this collection is tools, not rules. For your
Oh,
brows.
that's fun.
I know, it's kind of fun, right?
really
So we want to make sure that you find here what works for you, but if there's something here that looks easier or new and exciting, different, you know, grab it and try it out.
So if I don't know what my best brow shape is, which sometimes I have to be honest, sometimes I don't know, and I'm always like,
Yeah.
am I gonna look back in pictures in 20 years? Who knows? By the way, guys, I'm just going to experiment and use the waterproof pencil side to just go into the ends to show you how you can kind of mix the texture. And
How
then
nice is that glide on?
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
And this is a great color on you. I love this
I
shade.
really
for you.
like it
Great.
too.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I should do Brown Betty. Okay, so I'm just gonna look into the camera and show you the difference between the brows. It's not drastic. I just kind of created a little bit more in this one in the areas where I wanted it. It's exactly what I wanted.
It looks just a little bolder.
Yeah.
A little, yeah.
Right.
A little bit bolder. It looks so good.
And
I
Sloan,
love
just
it.
so you know, we have a ton of people on Facebook tuning in. We have Kay from Philadelphia, Carol from Southern California.
Ooh, wonderful.
Amanda says she can't wait to get them.
Amanda, and you can get them now. You can get them here before anywhere else until the 15th. And I would love to know what brow products you guys use now because we have so many different options for you. So I've been playing with the new Brow Blade, but also from Urban Decay, we have like, hello, talk
This
about.
is going to be your next favorite.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Because it's our brow endowed, and this is our brow volumizer. And who doesn't really want full brows? I think, you know.
I know. We're everyone wants a full brow. Everyone, because it's
Exactly.
youthful. It
Yeah.
adds a nice volume to your face, and I feel like then you can skip the rest of your eye makeup.
Totally.
Yeah.
If you want to throw in some mascara, or it's just the only thing you do on the weekend when you're running errands.
Absolutely. We were just talking before the stream started. We wonder how many people, and Courtney, have we asked this yet in a poll?
Yeah, so we actually have a poll right now going. Would you ever leave the house without filling in your brows? 75% said absolutely not.
25 a bit.
25% said I've had before, but please don't make me.
That
Oh,
is
I love
hilarious. I love that other option. So by the way, that took me about 4 seconds to fill in my other
It
brow.
looks
Yeah.
so good.
I love it.
And that's another thing too. Like with microblading, it would be great to wake up and not have to, you know, worry about your brows. But this only took you less than a minute.
Oh,
Really,
absolutely.
it's so easy, and then you can change it up and you know try different shapes if
And it's
you want
waterproof,
to.
so it's going to stay on until you decide to take it
Right.
off, which is great.
And I know for myself, the struggle that I face with my brows is they can start to look a little heavy since they are so thick. And
Yeah.
so some products just don't work for me. I'm not a candidate for them. They work a lot better for thin brows, for a more mature brow. And this just looks so light on the skin. But if you had really
Yeah.
thin brows, you could just draw in your brows exactly where you want them.
Absolutely.
Okay, so going back into our pomade, our brow primer with the color.
Yes.
So that's really the way to thicken and add color.
It is.
Yes.
It also is kind of like a pomade in a way. So one end is a primer, and it's just this neutral color here. Works on all brow colors, and then the other end is the brow cream color.
Ooh.
And I do feel like once they're mixed together, it does kind of give you that pomade effect. Not sticky, not
Okay.
draggy or anything like that. And so this is
And look
the
how
color
thin
set.
that brush is. And this also comes in
Yes.
4 shades, so for everyone watching at home wondering what shades to get, we've made it so easy for you guys because it's really broken down kind of into, do you have light brows? Go with the taupe. If you're in between, you have darker brows, you have medium skin, you can't go wrong with brunette. I'm wearing brunette right now and I have blonde hair and I think it looks really lovely to have that contrast.
And I'm wearing it too.
Right, exactly. And you're so much tanner than me. I'm so jealous. And beautiful
Right.
blue eyes. And then if you have nice, beautiful dark brows, you can do that. And then we also have the red shade for our redheads.
Yes. So I can maybe just put on a little bit.
Yeah,
I
go
have
for
some
it.
stuff on already, but I'm just going to show you how this works. And really what's amazing about the product is the applicator and how easy it is to use. It's this really tiny microfine
I
spoolie.
can't get over how
And
thin it is.
You can just kind of comb this primer through your hairs.
So does this
You
work?
can even lift them up too and kind of like go back and forth and get that primer in between your hairs. And this is going to be the perfect base coat to build the brows. this is what's giving you that volume.
Right. It's
Yeah.
almost like how you prime your eyelashes or even tease your hair.
Exactly.
Or backcomb your hair. All the techniques that we use on every other
Mhm.
hair on our body.
Mhm.
I love that.
Absolutely.
I can't believe I
Make
didn't
sure
think
I
of that
get the right
earlier.
color.
Yeah. Make sure you got the right one.
Yeah, that's what we say too all the time. We're like, we prime everything else. Why not our brows?
Why not our brows?
And honestly, once this is set in place, it's not going anywhere.
I
It's really
don't
not. I'm
doubt
gonna
that.
do a little swatch here just so I can show you in a couple minutes once it dries. How it stays.
Oh, what a beautiful shade.
This is the taupe.
That's gorgeous. And
Yeah.
that's a nice cool tone.
Yes.
Which I really like.
It is. It's great too with silver hair, gray hairs too.
Okay, that's wonderful.
Yeah,
Look
and
how
I'm just
nice
kind
that
of
goes
going
in.
on over
Yeah.
it.
And I like that you're layering
you
the
can
products and it
shape.
still doesn't look heavy. It still doesn't look intimidating.
Yeah.
There's no mess. I don't see
Mhm.
any fallout.
No, it glides
Wow.
on so nice. It's super creamy.
That looks wonderful on you. And I really love that shade.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
shade
that
is
matches
so
you
great.
perfectly. That is
Yeah.
a perfect match. There are 4 different shades to choose from there. That's wonderful. So for the pomade, for this, I keep calling it pomade, for the primer effect, who's a good candidate for this type of brow product?
This is great for someone that has natural brow hair, but
Okay.
maybe needs some more volume.
Yeah.
And maybe they want to be a little bit low maintenance about their brows, and they don't really want to do the pencil or the ink. You just pop one on and end on with the primer, and then simply go over it with the color. So
They
you're
want to
creating more
sweep a
brown.
color through.
It's that simple.
I know those girls. I get those girls. Some mornings I end that girl.
Me
Not
too,
every
totally.
morning, but some mornings, right? Especially if I can add thickness, that's a really great alternative. Oh, that looks
Just finishing it.
amazing.
I
They
love
look
that you can shape
thick.
your brow with a spoolie applicator.
Because it's so thin and flexible that
Right,
you really
at
can
the
get
end.
around the tail and the arch, which is
Yeah.
really nice. But you saw how the ease of
Flexible.
application is awesome.
Yeah. And that really works with the shape of your face. And
Mhm.
I think a lot of people have found that sometimes putting a product through your brows can get messy because our faces are not a flat surface. They bend. So if the product can't bend with you, it's a little hard. And that's why also having a product like a pen that, if you can see on my hand, bends, moves with you, you're also not going to have that mess. You're going to have the nice ease. I am just making a mess of my. What was that?
The color's pretty.
What was the
Uh-huh.
purpose of that? Just to play,
To show how
just
bendy
to look.
it is.
I know.
And look at this. So this is going back to the endowed too. It's just.
Are
it's
you
not-
kidding me? Look at
I
how
know,
much you're
they're just
stretching your
on.
hand
I know.
too.
It's just
Yeah,
not
that
going
looks
anywhere.
really good. That looks really good. And then for our double down brow, this packaging. Let's talk about that for one
It's so
second.
cute.
You have the gorgeous, the Urban Decay purple, which I love. By the way, the Vice necklace. I don't notice that that's Urban Decay. I love it. And you open it, and you have this. Oh my gosh, my nails are Urban Decay purple.
So pretty.
Perfect.
It was very exciting.
So
to me.
good.
You have a nice mirror inside for convenience. It comes with the tool, and then you have dual shades.
Yes.
Very convenient,
Very
especially for creating that gradient brow, which is so popular on Instagram, on social media.
Yes. So also what's really, I'm gonna use my finger first.
Yeah.
So it looks like powder, but it's actually a buildable cream to powder. This has a slight pomade putty texture to it. Really creamy, and also makes it extra blendable and smooth on your skin and weightless.
And I love how consistent the color is throughout the line. So
Yeah.
if you're someone like me who has truly 10,000 eyebrow products, you would think because I have eyebrows, I don't own every eyebrow product, but I love eyebrows, so I'm always getting more products and
Trying
playing with
new
more
stuff.
things. And it's nice to know in a line that if I'm taupe in one thing, I'm taupe in the other, I'm
Yep.
taupe in this. The color is really, really consistent.
Yes. I'm gonna show you the applicator too. So it comes with this really amazing microfine brush that also allows you to draw little brush hairs
Yeah.
if you want, or you can swipe it and get thick, whatever you want. It really is just a
And
great multi-purpose tool.
I always find for someone who is a beginner or struggles with filling in your brows, going with this is a really nice place to start.
Mhm.
What do you think about that?
I think so too.
Absolutely.
And for a nice place to start, it might be helpful to have some guidance, as we all do. Think about in elementary school when you're learning to draw. You start by putting your hand down, right? Like a nice little stencil, and you make a turkey or something. Now, Urban Decay has brow stencils for you to help you with your own face.
Yes, these are our brow guides. And we're actually selling this today with the Double Down together. And it's a multi-pack. So you get 4 eyebrow stencils, 2 pieces of each. But what's really amazing about them is that they are reusable, they are adhesive. Have you ever tried a plastic brow stencil? Getting them on your face, it's a little challenging.
It's a little hard, I'm gonna be honest, because
Yeah.
my face, again, bends.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I always say as a makeup artist, it's hard enough to do it on a client and actually hold the stencil on and do it.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
you get home and you have to do it yourself, and it's just so awkward. So how genius is this that it is a sticker?
I can't.
You stick it on your face.
I'm gonna do it.
Yes,
Fill it in.
yes, I
Okay.
can't wait. I can't wait.
And I'm going
I
with-
love the way you said it. I'm gonna
do it. And I have the Holy Grail, which we've named that because it's just kind of one of the
The
best
perfect
universal shapes.
Okay. This
So,
is the
I'm
brow.
gonna show you how this works.
Do you know what this is also great for? If you have a hard time communicating to your brow girl the shape you want, why don't you bring this with you and say, this is the Holy Grail, this is the shape I want,
Mm-hmm.
come with your brows filled in, and say, oh, and it even says left and right.
Yes.
It even has a little
We
L
thought
over
of
here.
everything. We wanted to make sure
Oh
it was
my
super
God.
easy, user friendly,
That
and
really
you
is
can
a
use
Holy
it at home.
Grail brow.
And I'm gonna have a.
Okay.
You'll see, it's
Okay,
kind
okay.
of amazing because obviously my brow fits through, which is what you want. You want it to put it over the natural shape of your brow,
Yeah.
and then fill in the areas around it. And
It's so easy how it just sticks to your face like that.
Yes. Just gonna keep going, and I'm using the Double Down, which is our waterproof, smudge-proof brow putty.
And you're not even being careful about it.
No.
No, that's
Like,
the
to be
difference.
honest, yeah, you're just like,
That's
all right,
exactly
got
what I
the
was
stencil in
thinking.
there, right? It's like-
Yeah.
And when you remove the sticker stencil, it does not remove your makeup. So if you do it last, it doesn't take
Okay,
the foundation
hold
off.
on, ma'am.
Stop.
Can you slow down for 1 second? Because that was almost too fast.
Sorry, should I put it back on?
I mean, you now have the perfect brow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And you can see it still fits my face, but it's a slightly different shape.
But that's the thing,
Yeah.
it's
Than to
still
what I had.
you. It didn't give
Mhm.
you this, now your brow is everyone else. You're still you. You still have your gorgeous face. You don't look totally different. You don't look like someone else. You just have a little more brow structure,
Mhm.
which is exactly what you want. You don't want to leave the salon, your home, your bathroom, picking up your kids, look in the mirror and go, oh my gosh, what have I done? I don't look like me.
Yeah,
But you look like
exactly.
you. It's wonderful. I
So
love
it's
that.
So good, so easy to use. I'm glad I
Yes.
was able to show you.
Courtney.
So we have time for one more question. So I want to take Lorraine's question. So she said she actually ordered another brow product on here, and she still hasn't gotten it right. It's been months, and her daughter laughs at her. So she wants to know, where should she begin with the Urban collection?
Okay, so it was Lori?
Lorraine.
Lorraine, you're a beginner to brows. We all are. We're all still learning. Don't worry. Your daughter is just having fun with you. We all do it with our mothers. Tell her to give you a bit of a break, though. So where do you guys recommend someone starts out with a brow?
Without seeing her or meeting her, I'm kind of leaning towards the brow. but what
I
do you think?
agree.
I would agree. I don't,
Yeah.
Lorraine, we don't know what your brows look like if, you have a lot of volume or you're missing a lot of hair. We don't really know, but this is a great place to start because you kind of have the best of both worlds.
Right.
Exactly. A pencil's one of the easiest tools to just kind of build your own brow and go from there.
It's
Yeah.
the most universal tool, I
Yeah.
think, so I would recommend that.
But if you want some true guidance, you could switch over to the brow guide and the Double Down too.
I think that there's nothing wrong with having
Yeah.
some guidance from the stencils, but I will say if you can write your name with a pen, it's pretty easy to use a pen onto your face. It makes things super simple, and the colors are so spot on. And that's what I really appreciate it. Like, I keep looking at the taupe on your hand
know.
because it's just such a perfect color,
Two different
that nice
brights.
cool tone. I have the brunette on right now, and I've used a lot of brunette shades and just always found that they're a bit too dark for me. But because I applied light pressure, it's just blended perfectly. I didn't even brush it through. So I really do think that you can't go wrong with the brow
I
blade.
think
Yeah.
too with the double down brow, the putty, I put both shades on my skin so you could see that you are getting a contrast. So
Yeah.
sometimes if you highlight your hair, low light your hair, and different areas of your brow are darker or lighter, you do get both of those. So this is the brunette here. So you get 2 shades, which is really great.
It's really good for adding dimension. And then for our guys and gals who are maybe a bit more adventurous, maybe they're not new to brows, maybe they're looking for a brow product to enhance their brows, add a little sparkle. Maybe you're someone like me who cannot believe that something like this hasn't existed earlier and is actually dying to put it on. We have the product for you, the finishing brow gel. Yes. Ugh. This comes in two different colors. I obviously gravitated towards the sparkles. Yes, you heard that right. It adds a really nice, beautiful shine to your brow. Of course I'm going to try it on. Are you kidding me?
So I want to just give you a little tip too on how to apply it because it does have shimmer in it and it's really meant to define your brows, give them more definition and a little bit of a highlight. So when you use this side of the spoolie, which is the smaller one, kind of go back and forth like we were talking back combing
like
it's going to really
did.
penetrate all the sparkles onto all of your little brow hairs and then use that comb to kind of groom.
And we also have this in a clear shade, and that's universal. That's to set your brows. A lot of times I leave the house and just put in a clear shade because I just want them set and up, especially because I don't know why throughout the day my brows fall. Like my eyelashes, they just fall.
Yeah.
I need something to set them.
Exactly, and kind of keep them up, and that's what we say too. It just lifts your
This
your
is going
eyes.
to tame, polish, groom, unruly brows, and it's waterproof.
Unruly. That's what my brows are. Thank you. That was the word I was looking for. Okay. Okay. This is why didn't I have this for New
Gorgeous.
Year's?
I know, right?
Or even any Saturday.
We've actually, like over the years at Urban, we've used, glitter eyeliners and eyeshadows and put them in our brows too, just for some more fun and sparkle and just kind of mix it up. And when we were working on this collection, everything works and it's beautiful. But
I don't even know. Can you tell at home, or is it so subtle that it just adds a little bit of shine? I wonder when people are saying it to comment.
Well, they were
also really sparkly.
They're also hoping to see, so obviously Sloane's blessed with the most beautiful brows.
Yeah.
So where can they catch you tonight to see a little bit more models with sparse brows, different shapes?
Tonight at 5 p.m.
Perfect.
on QVC.
Wonderful.
And then we will be on Beauty IQ tonight too at 10 p.m.
Awesome.
And we'll be doing a lot more tutorial style there, so that'll be great.
Yes.
I'm in love. This is the best.
It looks
Oh,
so
it's
beautiful
pretty.
on you.
I'm obsessed with this, with the glitter brows. You're going to see this a lot from me, probably every day.
People are going to be asking you, what is that?
This is going to be my new
brow?
thing. Yes. And I'm going to be like, yes! So the Brow Blade is exclusive to QVC through the 15th. You can only get it here. It's a new launch from Urban Decay. It's a dual-ended waterproof pen pencil. These girls are going to be on Beauty IQ and QVC tonight, showing off more of it. We give you a full brow tutorial. I know I got some big boys with me today. I know that these brows, I know it's a little hard to get a sense on them, but we showed you on our hands. There's going to be more models tonight, and I promise you, you can't go wrong with anything from the collection. But if I had to steer you towards one product, I would definitely say the Brow Blade.
Yes.
Right?
Agreed.
I agree with you.
Amazing. What time will you guys be on tonight first?
5 p.m.
Oh, that's so
QVC
soon.
main.
Oh my gosh. Okay, we can't wait to
Yeah.
watch more of Urban Decay tonight at 5 p.m. Thank you guys so much for joining us.
Thank you. It was fun.
I am.
Thanks.
Oh, the glitter brows?
Yeah, it looks so good.
So pretty.
I love that.